Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about this book that is called Spine Shivers, Fade to Black. But now we're going to start. There is this person that's called Mila Chum, and she lives a pretty normal life in school, but she likes a boy. She really likes a boy. But her best friend gives her a book about how she can go to and start talking with the boy, and maybe they become friends. So then Mila, she gets the book and is reading a little bit of the book, but now very interesting and not so normal stuff is going to happen. It's so that Mila, so it's like she goes home at last after school, so she goes home, and then at home she sees her grandfather and her grandmother. But then when you look at it, she goes to the toilet, and when she comes back, she's in the same place, but everything is different. So the lights are out and it's dark and nobody's there. So wherever you look, nobody's there for her. So this is very interesting and very different and odd. But then, like maybe 5 minutes after that, everything's normal again. And so everything's normal again. And then she and her father and mother and their grandparents are going to a place to eat pizza with her brother. But then she is a servant, not with meaning of course, spills soda on her lap, and then she needs to go to the toilet again. But when she comes out, everything's dark and nobody's there. Then after a few minutes, everything's good again. So this is it's very odd what's happening. And she hears voices, and when she looks up she sees faces, and she hears voices that's laughing at her, and they're like in they're like in her life now. So when something funny happens, they're laughing, and when something interesting happens, they're like, oh. But then when she looks up in the sky, she sees faces also. Why is this happening? But before they went to the pizzeria, her mother says, stick to the script. What does that mean? Does this mean that this is like a movie? So Mila's life is like a movie, or what? But this is where maybe we're going to find out. She is going to school at last again, Mila, but she does not remember that she's going to school and what's happening. So she sees clips of her life, and then she does not remember things anymore that had happened between these. So then she goes to the school, but she gets sick and is going to stay there a little bit to have rest and be better. When she at last sleeps, everything's dark again when she wakes up, But this time there is actually a person there, and he says that why is she here? And then he takes her out, and the door locks of the school. And then she comes home, and this is very interesting. So like, how is this happening, and why are she like looking at clips of her life? But then her best friend Junie says, have you looked in the book that I gave you? And then she looks in the book, and she sees in the book that what is happening. So she sees that this is going to happen, and a little bit after that, that thing happens. And how is this true? We will maybe never know, because at last her best friend says, you are not in the video, in this video, or so in this video anymore. So like, this is a movie, and that you can look at it, that her life is a movie. But is Mila, so Mila says, but I'm real, thinks for herself, I'm real. But around her she sees TV, stuff that you need to film a movie. But Mila says, I'm real. But no one was there to hear her. And that was actually all for this book that was called Fade to Black Spine Shivers by G.A. Drake. This book is so good, so interesting, because this is not something scary like a scary way, but it's scary in another way. It's psychological, in a psychic way. But this book gets 5 stars, and it's really interesting to read, very good. But we see each other another time. Bye bye.